Hello, I'm Bob Marks, and this is Astrology Now. This is the program for people who want to learn about astrology. In previous programs, I mentioned that there was a T-square coming. 3 planets making a T formation. And the planets were Mars, and the planet Uranus, and the planet Pluto. Each one of those planets is explosive on their own, but when they get together, forget about it. As soon as Mars entered Libra a few days ago, to the day, that's when we had that horrible attack, terrorist attack in Paris. And that's when Mars just entered Libra. The first degree of Libra is part of what's known as the world axis. These are the most powerful degrees in the entire zodiac. And Mars hit it, and it created this cross. Mars-Uranus is sudden, unexpected disasters, sudden accidents. Pluto is really the planet of terrorism and terrorist attacks. And guess what? That aspect is not completed yet. It's going to continue all the way through December. So we have to be careful of things like this happening all over the world. All over the world. No place is really safe. You know, if your horoscope doesn't have any threat of accidents or disasters in it, no matter what happens to the world, you're still going to be safe. It's always a good idea to have your horoscope checked. You know, even if this particular thing doesn't hit you, there could be other things happening in your horoscope. You always have to have the horoscope checked for accidents, disasters, and things of that nature, especially at a time when these things are going to be more prevalent around the world. So you can go to my website, bobmarksastrologer.com, and just contact me and have your horoscope checked. It never hurts to be too careful. Now, there's another thing happening. Saturn and Neptune. Saturn is the planet on the negative side of depression. Neptune is the planet of fantasy. Now, Neptune also rules such things as alcohol and drugs. And we're coming to the holiday time, folks, when people are likely to drink a little more than they normally do. And some people will be doing other things besides alcohol. Well, guess what? It's not going to work as well this time, because Saturn is the planet of depression. Saturn squaring Neptune means more people will be having reactions to drugs and alcohol than normally would be the case. It also means that alcohol can cause depression instead of elation. So you have to be very careful with anything connected with drugs or alcohol, basically through December, through the holidays. That Saturn influence will tend to linger as long as Saturn is in the sign of Sagittarius, and it has another year or so to go. At any rate, Saturn is the planet of planning. You have to plan to get around this. Neptune is fantasies. When Saturn hits Neptune, it means cold reality destroys our fantasies. But when Neptune hits Saturn, oh, Saturn on the positive side is methodical, it's organized, it's ambitious, it does one thing at a time and it gets things done. But not now, not with Neptune. All of a sudden, things won't work like they're supposed to work. Things will break down when they're not supposed to break down. Things just sort of happen. There's confusion. There's a cure for that. And the cure is, if you're trying to do something and it's not working, stop. Work on something else. Why does this work? Because Neptune is a subconscious planet. And when you stop what you're doing and you're working on something else, your subconscious mind will still be working on the problem that you couldn't solve. Then when you come back, it's more likely to be solved. That's the law of Neptune. You see, when you have 2 planets at 90 degrees apart, you can't go with either one. Whichever one you go with, the other one's going to cause trouble. So if you try to be efficient, Neptune will cause confusion. If you try to go with Neptune, imagination and dreams, Saturn will cause depression. You have to zigzag. You have to do both. So if you have a problem that you can't solve, stop working on it. Do something else. Come back to it later, and things will open up for you. Well, that's all we have time for today. Until next time, this is Bob Marks for Astrology Now saying, may the stars be with you.